connect to people as to what to do. So it was an absolutely.
Smita, you with your foundation, New Life Trust, a New Leaf Trust, and being the chairperson of the Kanchan Foundation, you yourself have led uh, some amazing service projects during the COVID. You have guided, motivated a lot of groups, a lot of people to go and serve. And you have been instrumental in supporting thousands of people, which has not been spoken of. Nobody in the media knows, nobody in the press knows, nobody nowhere knows that Smita Jaikar has done some amazing work of uh, feeding thousands and thousands of people every day, 400
That's
meals.
really not much, very honestly, and I don't even want to talk about it, Kanchi. वो जो हुआ. I never speak. I don't like to speak. So let's not talk about that. It's okay. Fine.
But then why not? Why not? People like you, if you don't come forward and talk about the good work that you're supporting in the community, how would it motivate others? You talk about connecting to your divine, you talk about being non-judgmental, but why don't you want to talk about the service projects that you initiate and you
I
support?
do is not so important. What you do is important. For me, if you change is important for me. What I have done to people to transform is that छोड़ो उसको ना उससे कोई transform नहीं होगा. My idea is to transform people, to connect them to their divinity, connect them to them and to transform them. If I've done that, that gives me more satisfaction. ये सारी चीजें तो होती रहेगी, उसमें क्या है बड़ी बात. मैं अकेली नहीं करती, पूरी दुनिया करती है. पूरी दुनिया के बारे में बाहर नहीं आता. The whole world does it. If you go and ask, there are people, my God, the things, मुझे शर्म आती है कभी कभी, the way people work for others. I really don't do anything compared to them, honestly. So for me to
But
transform,
why compare? Why not acknowledge whatever little or whatever big you've done to
I'm
help support people?
okay. That's okay.
Smita,
For
say
me,
thank you. Say I accept. Serving in divine grace, aren't we?
for me, when people say that, yes, like when you said that you have held my hand and transformed me, that's a thing for me. Yes, I have. I've, I'm thankful to God that you give me this opportunity of transforming so many people. For me, that is big. Not ये सब देना वेना वो तो छोड़ो, उससे कुछ नहीं होता.
We have Shrija Deka with us. Shrija is like very, very dear and close to my heart. And she was like, I think in 2011 or so, she was one of the first few members who started working with me on Kanchan Foundation projects.
Uh-huh.
Shrija, Smita ji is the chairperson of Kanchan Foundation today after we had the vacuum on the space. And Shrija says, "Hum dil de chuke hai sanam," and your ever smiling face stays in my heart always.
So sweet. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank
Jyoti says hello, Smita ji, and then we have Keshav.
you.
Smita ji ki jai jaikar. Smita, dekho, not only men or boys or whatever. We women, we girls are your such big fans. Coming to all the diets that you were talking about, Smita, tell us something about the diet plan that you're giving people, which is called the spiritual diet. What is that all about?
You know, Kanji, after going to so many dietitians, going like a yo-yo from here to there, here to there, here to there, I was literally praying. I said, I need a crack for this. Please, I am not going to any dietitian anymore. Give me a crack for this. So this I have literally got as a download. What download I got was you do so much of energy work. Everything is energy. Why don't you look at food as energy? Whenever you look at food, why is there fear first? Oh God, I don't want to eat this, I'll put on weight. Why is there fear? Food is also energy. So if you understand the energetics of food, you know what to eat.
Yeah, and you made me come back to being a vegetarian and uh, eating ghee and honey from going a vegan for 90 days? Why was that? Why is going vegan not right as per you?
Not, it's, I would say not rightist. It has worked to a lot of with to a lot of people if they have some health problems and all that. Veganism has worked. That I said not from the spiritual point of view. I was worried. I said, "Oh God, how can a person live without chocolates and cheese? Stop it! You must enjoy yourself." That was my idea.
And as much as you know me, I'm like a complete chocolate cheese person.
क्यों अपने आप को इतना deprive करना है यार कांची खा ले कुछ कुछ so that was the idea not because of it.
Coming when we're talking about depriving yourself, Smita, once you get into spirituality, you know, a lot of us, you've told me, a lot of other friends have told me, we kind of seclude ourselves from the rest of the world. We kind of become very choosy and picky about who we are interacting with, who comes into our energy space, and whom we give out our energy to. So, and a lot of people put that as either ego or depriving yourself of fun.
That's true.
What would you say on that? How would you
This
explain
is
that?
the Swadhisthana Chakra problem. Lot of people who are into spirituality have gotten into spirituality. They deprive themselves of a lot of all these things, whatever you said. uh, talking to certain people or not talking to certain people, डर लगता है कि इसकी एनर्जी ठीक नहीं है, इसके घर में जाऊं तो उसकी एनर्जी मुझे हिट करेगी. I hate going on a blaming mode. That's my policy. I will not say उसकी एनर्जी ठीक नहीं, उसकी एनर्जी ठीक नहीं, उसका घर ये वो. I do not like to go on a blaming mode at all. What I feel is you make yourself strong. So you influence with your great energy field, influence another person, no?
Yeah, keep your energy field so
Yeah,
so
so wide, absorb that other person in your energy and transform him because he needs that. Instead of shunning him and saying that, oh, इसकी एनर्जी ठीक नहीं, मैं उसके पास नहीं जाऊंगी, इसके साथ बात नहीं करूंगी, उसकी एनर्जी मुझे हिट करेगी. Why? You have the divine power with you. You have the Adashri ji with you. You are protected. So help that person instead of blaming. I do a lot of all this energy clearing work, no?
yeah.
अगर मैं ये सब रखूंगी कि इसके घर में नहीं जाने, उसके स्पेस में एनर्जी है, एंटिटीज है, मैं नहीं जाऊंगी, how am I going to help that person? That person is going to go even, he's going to dip no more. और problem में आ जाएगा बेचारा कोई भी. So if I'm doing it, I'm handling energy work all the time. I'm dealing with negative energies all the time. What is the use then otherwise? Yeah, make yourself stronger and get that person in your energy field, no, and transform him. So ये नहीं करूंगी, ये नहीं खाऊंगी, ये नहीं पहनूंगी, ये सब I don't believe in. ऐसा नाटक स्पिरिचुअलिटी करता नहीं है. अगर दिल से होता है करो, बट दिल से नहीं होता है तो ये सब नाटक और दिखावा मत करो. इवन दादाश्री जी says, be what you are, be
Your true
simple,
self.
be yourself, be simple. So be what you are. ये सब no, not working.
Not working. What works, Smita?
What works is what you are. So when I meet people, when they're grounded, when you have to be grounded, people who are not grounded, they wear masks, too many masks. So you
But,
need to be
but we
grounded.
all do, don't we? Like we wear masks of everything, and the biggest mask is the fear of I don't know what, the fear of
Fear
unknown.
is not a mask. Mask is when I'm saying is you wear a mask of being, oh, everybody has to say she's so sweet and she's so nice. That's a mask you're wearing. अंदर से मैं तुमको कितना भी कर्स करूं, लेकिन बाहर से वो कांची. That's
I cannot imagine you doing that.
that's a mask.
I cannot imagine you doing that.
So so wearing a mask of what you are not is wearing a mask and carrying on with that mask. So be yourself. Some people may not like you the way you are, but that's fine. You
But
don't
that
have to,
doesn't really matter because
you don't have
we
to please the
once
whole world, no?
we actually are unable to please ourselves,
Exactly.
let alone pleasing the whole world. अगर खुद को ही खुश रख लिया तो ही बहुत है.
Love yourself first. वो भी नहीं करते हम.
Talking about love, Smita. Chaisha is all about love, life, and you. What does love mean to you?
Uh, if you'd asked me this question a couple of years ago, I would have said love kuch nahi hai, it's all lust. Today's, today's generation, the younger youth and all that, they say, oh, I love him to death. Rubbish. That,
वो दो 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 दिन के बाद, 2 हफ्ते के बाद वो लव की डेथ हो जाती है.
exactly. Exactly. And when they say, oh, you love your parents, you love your children, you love your husband, you love your house, you love all the people who listen to you, who agree with you, who comply with you, those people you love. Tomorrow, Kanchi, if you don't like some traits about me and you say, Kismika, this is not working out, if this you are going to behave like this, so I'm going to get angry with you. I'm going to say,
You told that to me thousands of times.
no, I'm just giving you. Now, don't tell all your secrets to everybody, okay? So
It's okay. It's okay.
Suppose I say this to you, you will say, ki, oh, she's become very negative nowadays. Why? Because she's not listening to you. I'm not listening to certain things what you're saying. So, oh, now she's become very negative. ये सब नहीं चलता है मेरे साथ. When there is love, like what Dadashi ji talks of love is a state. It एक स्थिति है. It's a state like awakening or whatever. When your heart chakra opens up, when your heart chakra gets aligned and activated, you will experience that unconditional love. And that is love. So you don't have this judgment कि ये मेरा शत्रु है, इसने मुझे मेरा नुकसान मेरा किया था किसी साल, तो मैं अभी इसके साथ बात नहीं करूंगी. Maybe you will not go hug and say hi friend or something like that, but you will not have that animosity anymore. You will not have that revengeful thing anymore. That is love.
Yes, I agree that you wouldn't have that revengeful thing anymore. And I agree that love is a state of, accepting yourself completely. And here we have Zuveria Nusrat, who's laughing at our joke on lust. Hey, Zuveria. And during this COVID, when most of us were in a space of solitude, in a space of confinement within our homes or our own mental emotional space, a lot happened, a lot of churning happened. And like you said, that love is loving oneself. Trust you me, I tried. Loving yourself is not easy. And unconditional love, I used to talk so much about unconditional love. Smita, you know how I would go and hug anybody and everybody, and I would be like somebody, so much about all the time, that heart space. Unconditional love doesn't happen always. It doesn't. There are places where you fail, and you fail miserably.
No, that means it is not completely opened up the heart chakra. When you have reservations about some people, that means it is not a complete thing as yet.
But how do you practice unconditional love where
You have
there is no questions, no expectations? How?
Dadashi ji who's going to do all those processes. No, that is the whole transformation thing. Besides chakra dhyana, chakra meditation is very, very good for all that. It will
I've
happen.
been doing my sadhanas, I've been doing my practices, and there are people who do a lot of sadhanas and yet haven't been able to reach there, or at least there is realization that I've not reached this level. I'm only here. Or maybe I felt that I've reached that level, but the realization hit that no, there's more for you to learn, there's more for you to do. And when you talk about today's youth and when you talk about lust, I really do not subscribe to the term, because lust is only not restricted to youth, or love is not only restricted to
Any
the
age,
old souls.
100%, sure. But it is more, it happens more with the youth. It doesn't happen to adults so easily.
There is something called mid-age crisis. Do you think mid-age crisis do you think mid-age crisis ignites lust? Now this is a question you must answer for me.
Now again, you will say you're. Now people who are listening to this will say you're lying. Now I never went through this mid-age crisis.
Yeah, because you're still a child. You still that childlike, bubbly,
So
chirpy
when I
girl.
become 10 years old, I'll make mid-age crisis. Is it when it's going to happen? So that such things never happened to me. So these are all, I feel sometimes like menopause. People talk of menopause. Menopause, may your brain goes wonky and you behave in a funny fashion and you get those flushes and there's nothing like that happened to me. Now, what do you say to that? It
No,
just
I'm
was
not
my.
asking what happened to you. I'm asking about you being a wisdom woman, you being a spiritual
That's exactly
mentor.
what I'm coming to. That's exactly what I'm coming to. It is just how you are. Your mindset is now. Lust happens to middle-aged. Middle-age crisis leads to lust. This is a thing. Something as someone has said. Why do you have to apply it? If you align by this thought, it will happen to you.
No, it's not about applying and aligning. It's a question that when we talk about, this happens in this age group and that happens in that age group.
Well, rubbish. It's a myth. Like people, they told me after you were 50, it's very difficult to lose weight. Rubbish. It's a myth. People who've done spiritual diet with me, they are way beyond 50, 45, whatever age, and they have lost weight. So it's a myth.
So, Smita, you work with, young ones who are in their early 20s to people who are in their 80s and all sorts. And most of them being old souls because that's how you identify them. That's how you recruit into spirituality. So, tell me, who are these people who get into spirituality, and what is this term that uh, the spiritual warriors or the old souls or uh, people of the new age or people of the divine age or the divine warriors, what does all these terms mean?
See, old souls and all these other terms mean the same thing. Now, what is an old soul? Old soul who is a one is the one who has taken many births. He's come over lifetimes, and every lifetime you learn something and you go. You pick up something and you go. Like for me, I started with spirituality so at such a young age, which means I must have done many, 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 many lifetimes, whereby in this lifetime it came to me so fast at an early age. There are people younger than me also who are completely inclined towards all this. So they are old souls who have got this gyan for many, many lifetimes. And you know who's a new soul. New soul is basically into their survival things. They're all about survival. अगर आज मुझे मैंने खाना नहीं खाया तो मैं काम नहीं किया तो मुझे खाना नहीं मिलेगा. They're into this that survival mode. How do I survive over here? They will not even think of God. उनके लिए प्लीज छोड़ो यार तुम्हारा पहले मेरे को कल खाना क्या है देखना पड़ेगा. Forget it. God वॉड बाद में आता है. Then they have, God is far away from them. Divine is far away from them. It is just their basic today's survival. So that's what the new souls are all about. And I mean, now I mean, when I meet new souls, I know this person is a new soul. And when I meet an old soul, I know this person is an old soul.
Smita, from knowingness of old souls or new souls, you said that we old souls are more in connect with divinity, and the new souls are more into survival mode. However, the ones who are unaware, the ones who are old souls and yet unaware, they are the ones who non-believers who do not believe in themselves, let alone divinity.
No, old souls at some point in time, they have to meet the right people. But divine is made such that if you are an old soul, the divine connects those dots, and at some stage in your life, you get into this. Even if it's a little late, you still will get into this.
Is there a time frame defined to connect with the soul tribe or to get in touch with the people that you destined to get in touch with? Because there have been places like there's Neela Gohil or Neela and me. We've been at the same events, same cities, same spots, and yet not met. And there were like thousands of chances for us to meet, and we met when it happened for us to meet. It was time for us to meet, and things were to move.
हर
So
हर
do you
चीज का
think?
एक वक्त होता है ना. They may be there in your space wherever, but sometimes it is not even necessary to meet two people physically.
Okay.
Energetically, those people are connected at somewhere or the other.
But how does that help? Connecting energetically and knowingness of being connected, it's more delusional than reality.
No, 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 not at all. You can connect to any person. Like I can connect to the souls who have passed away. Like auto writing, you know that
Of
I do.
course you do that. You do
But,
auto writing. And
I've done animal communication. You connect to the animal soul. So I connect to the energy of the soul. The animal is not in front of me, but I can connect to that energy of the soul. So you can connect wherever your mind goes, your energy goes.
correct.
Right? How we do distant healing, Kanchi?
No.
We do distant healing, right? It's the
Right.
same principle. So you don't have to have the person in front of you. There is still a connect. That's the
We're
principle.
not crazy and delusional about it, right?
No, no, certainly not. Certainly not.
And here we have Zoveria who says, Kanchan Todi, our love is unconditional. Truly Himesh Reshamya wala unconditional love. I love you so much, Zoveria. And she says, Smita Jaikar, too good. Yes, all depends on our mindset. Kanchan Todi, let's come out with this menopause thing. So yes, Zaveria, we'll surely talk about menopause very soon on Chai Shai as well as in Mystique magazine. And from there, Smita, we move on to my last question to you. You know, you somebody who does so much of healing work, so much of energy work. Um, you are not just the country's finest chakra healer. You like perhaps one
बहुत
of
बहुत
the
ज्यादा बोल दिया.
finest. अच्छा ठीक है नहीं बोलती. You do auto writing. You into a spiritual diet, which is cleansing of your soul and mind body equally. And 32 years into spirituality, how easy was surrender? How easy was faith? बिकॉज मेरा तो बहुत डामाडोल होता है. आज इस मोमेंट में मुझे लगता है दैट I know that everything's gonna be all right. I know that divine's holding my hand. I know that I'm walking the right path. And the next moment I feel no, 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 no. This is not right. This is absolutely not right. My heart is tearing into pieces and my soul is bleeding tears I can't tell you about. Of course, I've told you about. And how do you remain in faith? How do you remain in faith?
Uh, Faith and surrender does not come so easily, which I agree. Which I agree. It took me also a very long time, and I still will say I'm not 100% faith and surrender. 100% वो नहीं होता. That's again a state. It's a sthiti. Okay, but most of the time I do get the surrender. I for that little time it happens. You know, I'm fighting why, but then as I said, I zoom out of it very fast. Um, I have tremendous faith in in the divine. There is unflinching faith in the divine. So when there is faith, there is surrender. Like I remember during Prabhuji, when Prabhuji was my guru in my earlier days, the first
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
So Prabhuji, to test me once, he had done this. Uh, we were sitting in that room, and you know, Gujaratis, they have that lobhan jalate hai na,
yeah.
वो उनका वो जो help था. He came with that thing and that lobhan jalana ye wo sara. So he called him close to us and he said, "Come here." Uh, and he told me, "Smita, take that burning coal and put it on your hand." So I took that burning coal and was about to drop it. He pushed my hand away. So I said, "What happened?" He said, "You were going to put it in your hand." I said, "Yes, I was going to put it." Then that is your problem. अगर मेरा हाथ जलता है उसको क्योर कैसे करने का उसका क्या करने का is your problem, not mine. You told me, I will do it. So I have been tested also many times about my surrender कितना है, बोलती बहुत हूँ, but surrender कितना है, तब से लेके आज तक it has only increased, that faith and surrender. If you have faith and surrender are भाई बहन है एक दूसरे के. If there is faith, there is
Yeah.
surrender. Then again, that is a Vishuddhi Chakra thing. Vishuddhi Chakra stands for acceptance and surrender. So again, coming back to the chakra meditation, it helps you so much in all these kind of things. You may not be able to surrender right there, but when you think of it, you say, okay, Baba, karo, whatever you want to do, you do. I'm agreeable. So when I do the healing also again, I am just a conduit, a postman. I tell Dada, this person has come for healing. I will do whatever I have to do. उसका क्योर होना है, उसके सोल को हील होना है, आगे उसका क्या परिणाम होगा is not in my hands. And I accept that. Some people say, oh, nothing happened to me. Things didn't work with me. अंदर से बोलती हूँ जो तुम करोगे वो सही ही करोगे. If it is not meant, it is not meant. You handle this case. So when you get out of the healing process is much better. If you start feeling I have healed you because of me, you're वो
We just mediums, we just mediums, and we blessed with my three light was the first uh,
healing.
experience for me where I experienced being a medium,
Yeah.
that divine is channeling some energies through me to heal someone. And my tree light, guys, for all the viewers who are listening to us, is a spiritual healing and prayer process which has been designed by our Maitreya, our guide guru Maitreya Dada Shri ji, and it helps people heal through whatever you're going through, right from COVID to cancer to the smallest aches and pains, emotional, mental, physical. And it's been a process which where we've experienced people uh, reverse their diseases. We've experienced people come back into joy and manifest whatever they've desired in life, whatever's been for their best good and will. And it is a completely free seva process which we as Maitri Both family, as the Parivar, are offering for humanity across the world. So if any of you need any kind of seva, any kind of issue, challenge that you're facing, you need to overcome it, do connect with us at maitribothparivar.org. From there, Smita, uh, I really don't know how to end this conversation. With you, I'm always so much in love with you that I forget what I want to say.
Okay, so
So,
that
could you end today's session for Chai Shai?
I end the session. I would say really thank you so much. And look at the comments that we have got over here and the praises we've got, Kanchi. And people are so much agreeing to what we have been saying. And you've been a very good moderator. I must say the questions you asked were very good. Not those typical ones which I have been saying on all platforms. And I'm so tired of saying this all over again. So this was nice fun and joy and a little bit of laughter and a little bit of fun. And yet there was some meaning to what we spoke. It was not flippant. So thanks to you for inviting me on Chai Shai, etc. And guys, do remain connected. Anytime you want our help, Kanchi and me, we are always there for you. We are on all social platforms. I've got a website also, which you can go to, smitajaikar.com. So we can always be, and I would love to be of some seva if I can do for humanity. That is something which is close to my heart. So thank you, Kanchi, for
Thank you. Thank you.
company. And this is the beginning of the year, your first program. I all my good wishes that the whole Chai Shai program will go on another level.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So great job, Kanji. So we take your leave.
Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Good
Have
night.
wonderful time and do remember to take good care of yourself. Love yourself. Good night, Dada Sharnam.
Radha Sharma.